what's happening? It's your muscle building coach, Lee Hayward here, and I want to cover one of the most neglected aspects of weight training in this video, and that is stretching. A lot of guys tend to neglect stretching. You know, you probably focus on doing a good warm-up before you train. Obviously, you focus on the weight training itself, but what do you do after your weight training? You know, a lot of guys probably just hit the locker room and then take off. You know, they're all done. But it's what you do after your weight training which can help to speed up your recovery, it can help speed up muscle growth, and it can help reduce your risk of injury, and that is stretching. So what I recommend you do is stretch out the muscles that you trained after each workout. So you don't need to do an extensive total body stretching routine, just do a select few exercises that target those muscles that you trained during your actual workout. And over the next several videos, I'm going to break down a stretching routine that you can do after each body part group. So this workout, I trained back, so I'm going to focus on some stretches that stretch out the back. And it doesn't take long, literally 10 minutes max, and you can have this little stretching routine done. And it's a great way to relax at the end of your workout as well. So instead of just, you know, doing your last set, hitting the locker room, getting changed and running, you can go through this stretching routine, and this will help to kind of like use it as a cool down, as a relaxation after your workout. And there's another little tip, or little trick I should say, to stretching, and that is it's going to help to increase your muscle growth. And how it does this is right after you train, when your muscles are pumped and tight, this is the ideal time to stretch out. Because what happens is when the muscle tissue is full of blood, it's already stretching as it is. Then when you do static stretching on top of that, you're going to stretch the muscles even further, help to stretch the fascia, and this is going to increase your potential for growth. So it's kind of like getting a double whammy effect. You get the stretching just from pump and blood volume, plus the static stretching on top of that, and you really get a deep stretch that's going to help aid with growth and recovery. So, first stretch that we're going to do for the back workout, it's a pretty basic stretch, one that a lot of people should be doing, but they aren't, and that is simply touching your toes. Voila, nothing big and fancy here, but it's a great stretch for the lower back as well as the hips and the hamstrings. So just bend over and touch your toes and hold it for time. I like to hold each of these stretches for at least 30 to 60 seconds. So I'm not going to make you sit there and wait for me to do a full stretch, but I just want to show you. Now, if you're not flexible enough to touch your toes, just go as far as you can. I don't care if this is as far as you can bend it first. Just bend over, hang, feel the stretch from your hamstrings and your lower back, and eventually you're going to be able to work up to doing a full toe touch, and then maybe even deeper, touch your knuckles. If you're really flexible, touch your palms, but just hold that stretch for 30 to 60 seconds. The next stretch that I like to do for my back is using this weird looking back stretch machine. Now, if you train at a commercial gym, chances are you may have a machine very similar to this available. And if you don't, I'm going to show you another alternative afterwards that you can use. But this is a great machine to stretch out your lats and stretch out your spine. And how it works, you just pretty straightforward, brace your feet into it and just let yourself stretch back. And there's different handles there, so you can use like an underhand, overhand. You can use parallel grip. But this is an awesome machine to really stretch out the lats. And the thing I like about it, it's a gentle stretch. It's not an extreme stretch, but it does stretch the muscles to the full range, and you can hold it for a long period of time. So it's pretty comfortable to hold this for the 30 to 60 seconds that I recommend you hold each stretch for. And you can even mix it up, maybe like 20 seconds one grip, 20 seconds another grip, and work up to a minute total. So again, it's a great stretch. And a lot of gyms do have this machine. They just call it the stretch trainer. It's kind of a weird looking machine, but great for stretching. Now, if you train at home or you don't have that machine available, I'm going to show you an alternative. And this one, any rack you have available, power rack, squat rack, whatever. I'm actually just going to use this ab machine. This one, move over, I'll show you. Same idea, just grab it, and we're just going to lean back and stretch out our lats, stretch out the spine. And again, hold that for time. And again, you can use underhand grip. It's almost as good as using that stretch machine, but I find that one's good because it stretches out the lower back a bit more as well. So those are 2 stretches that you can do. Another one that I really like to do is just hanging from the pull-up bar. And the cool thing about this is it stretches out the entire upper body. Not only the lats, but the chest, the arms. So I actually hang from the pull-up bar a lot. I do it as one of the regular stretches in all my stretching routines. And it also helps to take some stress and stretch out the spine as well. So I'll just show you the different variations. All right, the last stretch that we're going to do is hanging from the pull-up bar. And I like to use this setup of a pull-up bar where you have multiple different handles to choose from. And the reason is because you can stretch out your lats and stretch out your arms and everything from different positions. And I use this as a grip building exercise as well. So what you can do is just grab a handle, any position at all, doesn't matter. You know, wide, narrow, underhand, overhand. Just grab a position, hold it for as long as your grip can hold out for, and then just rest for 30 seconds or 60 seconds. Do it again, hold for as long as your grip can hold out in a different position, and just use several different handles of the pull-up bar, and it stretches out the lats and everything from different angles. Now, if your grip is weak and you can't support your body weight for very long, it's okay if you use lifting straps to support your grip. But if you're intermediate or advanced, you should be able to handle holding your body weight with your grip. And like I say, it's a great exercise to develop your grip strength. So let's just run through a few variations here. Right. So just use the wide grip first. Here. So I would hold this one for as long as your grip can hold out for. And ideally, you want to shoot for at least 60 seconds or more of total hanging time. So that's one. Right, so different grip here, lower one. So there you go. That's a simple back stretching routine that you can do. Like I say, it doesn't take long at all. Just do a couple sets, 30 to 60 seconds of each of those stretches at the end of your back workout. And trust me, you'll feel a lot better, and it'll improve your flexibility, your muscle growth, and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do now over the next several videos is include stretching routines for all the major muscle groups. So at the end of each workout that I do this week, I'm going to video the stretching routine that I do afterwards. So you can look forward to that. So make sure to subscribe to my video channel if you haven't already done so that you can stay up to date with all the latest stretching routines. Take care.